Vanished in the Bayou, Louisiana's most haunting unsolved disappearances. We will go through some of the most bizarre cases. Louisiana is known for its music, its food, and its deep culture. But beneath the beauty, there's another story. A story of people who left their homes and never came back. No final phone call, no confirmed sightings, no answers. Tonight, we're talking about real people from Louisiana who vanished, and whose cases remain unresolved to this day. Case 1. The unforgettable fight of Mickey Shunick. May of 2012, a vibrant 21-year-old student from Lafayette, Louisiana, vanished while riding her bicycle home. This is the story of Michaela, Mickey, Shunick, a case that galvanized a community and revealed the incredible bravery of a young woman in her final moments. It was the early morning hours of May 19, 2012. Mickey had been at a friend's house and was making the short bike ride home around 2 a.m. The next day was her brother's graduation, a day she wouldn't attend. Her family reported her missing, sparking an immediate and massive search effort. Investigators pored over surveillance footage from businesses along her route. What they discovered was chilling. Footage showed Mickey on her bike, followed closely by a white four-door Chevrolet Silverado pickup truck. This truck became the focal point of the investigation. 9 days into the search, a major break occurred when Mickey's damaged bicycle was found submerged under a bridge in the Atchafalaya Basin, roughly 25 miles away. The discovery brought shock but also grim optimism that the case would move forward. The truck in the video was traced back to Brandon Scott Laverne, a registered sex offender with a previous conviction. When authorities arrested him in July 2012, they also learned he was connected to the 1999 disappearance of another woman, Lisa Pate. It was during court proceedings that the true, harrowing details emerged through plea deal documents. Mickey did not go quietly. The documents revealed a blow-by-blow account of her desperate struggle. After being forced into his truck, Mickey fought back with astonishing ferocity. She deployed mace in Laverne's face, grabbed his knife, and stabbed him multiple times, causing life-threatening injuries. Laverne eventually wrestled the weapon away, but the fight was so intense that he cut tendons in his own hands. He then stabbed her and she fell motionless. She was a real fighter and a soldier, so sorry this happened to her. But incredibly, that wasn't the end of her fight. When Laverne drove to a secluded spot, Mickey suddenly jumped up, having regained possession of a knife, and lunged at him again. Only then did he end her life with a single gunshot. In August 2012, Laverne pleaded guilty to the first-degree murders of both Mickey Shunick and Lisa Pate in exchange for avoiding the death penalty. He led police to Mickey's remains in a remote area of Evangeline Parish. He is currently serving 2 consecutive life sentences. The community of Lafayette, which had united in a massive search effort, found a form of closure. Mickey's legacy lives on not only through the memory of her bravery but also through lasting memorials. An 8-mile bike path, the Mickey Shunick Memorial Loop, was established to promote cyclist safety. An annual memorial ride continues to honor her memory every October. Thank you for watching this difficult story. As we remember Mickey Shunick, check out this news clip.
Thousands joined the cause to bring Mickey home. In the early days, there were searches by land and by water. Among those looking for clues were family, friends, and complete strangers.
I said, look, I'm going to help out. I'm going to see what I can do.
I mean, I have a daughter. If it was my daughter, I don't know what I would do.
I'm teaching her that this is the right thing to do. If someone is missing, this is our community, this is our family.
While Mickey was a rallying point for the community, for many, she was much, much more. She was a friend.
We just want her back.
A daughter.
We try to stay together out in public and then go home and fall apart.
And a sister.
We're pretty close. That's what I've been saying, is she's like my little mini-me.
Alike in so many ways, Mickey's older sister Charlie led the charge and those calls to bring Mickey home.
We don't care about whoever has her, we care about my sister.
Mickey was 21 years old when she went missing, when that last picture was taken on that fateful early morning bike ride home. She would turn 22 just 2 days later. An avid bike rider, Mickey was studying anthropology at UL, and by all accounts, she loved animals. It's a love she brought to others, teaching equestrian to young kids.
I mean, she has a good side and then a good side. And she's just perfect, and I just love her so much, and I miss her so much, and I want her home now.
And now, after 82 days of searching, of waiting, a family and a community given a break from that agony with answers. It's what those closest to Mickey wanted all along.
If she's still alive, no matter what's happened, we can handle that. If not, we'll handle that too.
For the Shuniks, the wounds will never heal, but from day one, they've said it's the community that sustained them through all this. As Charlie Shunik wrote on Facebook Wednesday, just hours before the news broke, all you need is love.
There's nothing you can make that can't be made.
It was one of Mickey's favorite songs, played at that vigil in the first few days. And now, as was the case that night, the collective arms of a community are wrapped around a family that's been through and will continue to go through so much.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
Mickey is now home.
All you need is love.
Jim Hummel, KTC TV3.
All you need is love. All you need is love.
Case 2. Nahendra Faye Davis is a 42-year-old woman from Baker, Louisiana, who has been missing since December 27, 2018. She was last seen on her 35th birthday after dropping her 2 children off at her mother's home in the Glen Oaks area of Baton Rouge at approximately 4:45 p.m. Location last seen. Her mother's home in the Glen Oaks area of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, after she dropped off her 2 children. Vehicle found. Her white 2015 Dodge Challenger was found abandoned a few days later in the 6900 block of Scenic Highway near 72nd Avenue in Baton Rouge. Items found inside vehicle. Her purse, keys, and cash were all found inside the car, suggesting she didn't leave voluntarily or in a hurry. Official stance versus family belief. Authorities initially stated there was no evidence of foul play, but her family strongly disagrees, stating it is uncharacteristic for her to leave without a word. Weather. It was raining and had heavy thunderstorms the day she went missing, which has led to speculation she might have stopped to help someone. Physical description. She is approximately 5 feet 3 inches to 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs around 150 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes. In my opinion, foul play would have to be involved. Not too many mothers would just up and leave their kids and vanish. The unsolved mystery. Emphasize the lack of updates and the strange circumstances surrounding the abandoned vehicle with her belongings still inside. Highlight that the case remains unsolved after over 6 years. Family's perspective. Include direct quotes and sentiments from her mother, Miranda Knox, and other family members, who describe the ongoing nightmare and their unwavering belief that something happened to her. Community efforts. Mention how the family has organized searches, shared flyers, and held candlelight prayer services to keep her name and story alive. Disparities in coverage. A sensitive angle could explore the issue of missing persons cases involving people of color receiving less attention, a topic that the Black and Missing Foundation, Inc. addresses. Prayers to Mrs. Nahendra and her family. Would love to see her safely reunited with her family one day. Check out this news clip about her. If anybody has any info, please share it with the family.
Police are asking you to help find this mother of 2. Her name is Nahendra Davis. We're told she hasn't been seen since December 27th around 5 when she dropped off her kids at her mom's house in the Glen Oaks area. Police say her white Dodge Challenger was found near Scenic Highway and 72nd Avenue. If you have any information that could help, or if you recognize her, you can call the Baker Police Department. We've also got these pictures posted on the 9 News app and the WAFB Facebook page if you'd like to help get the word out there.
Case number 3. The vanishing on Cerise Street. For our third case today, we are heading to the vibrant but often shadows-filled streets of New Orleans, Louisiana. We're looking into the haunting disappearance of Rita Shaw, a 44-year-old woman who seemingly vanished into thin air nearly 15 years ago. Rita was a daughter and a sister, described by her family as a solid person, who would truly give you the shirt off her back. However, Rita also lived with schizophrenia, and when she wasn't on her medication, she often struggled with substance use. It was during one of these difficult periods, on April 1, 2011, that Rita was last seen at her home in the 4700 block of Cerise Street in New Orleans East. The last person known to have seen Rita alive was her boyfriend, Michael. The two of them were frequently seen together in a rough pocket of the neighborhood near Michael's home, an area known for its struggles with drugs and crime. After Rita disappeared, Michael spiraled further into his own addiction, but he never provided any real answers about what happened to her that April Fool's Day. But here is where the story takes a dark, tragic turn. Any hope of getting the truth from the only witness ended 3 years later. In 2014, Michael was found beaten to death in that same neighborhood where he and Rita used to spend their time. To this day, his murder remains as unsolved as Rita's disappearance, leaving her family with a void that has never been filled. Was his death a random act of violence in a dangerous area, or was it a silencing of the only person who knew what happened to Rita Shaw? I'm going to play a news clip now so you can hear from Rita's family and see the area where she was last seen. Let me know your thoughts on this story in the comment section. She was killed, then her boyfriend was later beaten to death in the same neighborhood she went missing in.
Louisiana Repository for Unidentified and Missing Person reports there are nearly 500 people missing in the state, and more than 40% are people of color.
And that includes Rita Shaw. Her family has only a few details on what happened, but they're hoping you can help. Candace Charles has her story.
A week ago, they gave my sister a jury summons. I showed Mom, like, what? How they gonna do that and she's been missing?
On April Fool's in 2011, Brian Gray's sister, 44-year-old Rita Shaw, vanished.
I have heard that she had disappeared and she might be dead.
Rita's mom, Natalie Shaw, wasted no time. She went to the New Orleans Police Department to see if anyone had heard anything at all about her daughter's disappearance.
But nobody had heard nothing. To this day, nobody still haven't heard anything.
There aren't many details into Rita's disappearance. The New Orleans East woman was here, and then suddenly she wasn't.
It's kind of disturbing, nerve-wracking, because you really want to know what happened.
Rita suffered from schizophrenia.
She would do, but she would come home.
When she wasn't on her medication, she and her boyfriend Michael dabbled with drugs and alcohol. Rita and Michael did frequent this area in New Orleans East.
She had her little vices, but she was a solid person. She would give you the shirt off her back.
Michael is allegedly the last person to have seen Rita. Unfortunately, 3 years after she went missing, Michael was beat to death in the same area that they hung out in.
It wasn't a good area at all. We have no closure because your possible key witness is also deceased.
Gray waited for the detectives to do their work, but with Michael gone, he decided to look into his sister's disappearance himself, using his contacts as a former sheriff's deputy in Alabama, where Michael once lived.
It came up empty.
Rita's family says neither they nor the police believe Michael had anything to do with Rita's disappearance, but the chance to question him is now gone forever. 10 years have passed, and the case has gone through the hands of 2 detectives, and still there are no answers.
I keep walking around, with this void that hasn't been filled yet.
The family says they haven't heard from anyone from the 7th District New Orleans Police Department for almost 5 years.
I think the detectives did what he could, but they could have come in and say, hey guys, we still rocking and rolling. Just give me some time.
Leaving them with more questions than answers.
What happened?
And the feeling that Rita's disappearance has been forgotten.
If you don't have a lot of money, oh yeah, we searching, all right, bye.
As they wait for some type of closure.
All we want to hear from the coroner's office, hey, we found the body, we think we're doing the autopsy, we did the test on it, this is her.
All that's left are the memories.
When we were kids.
The joy from the past, and the hope that Rita is out there somewhere.
You just give up. You don't ever really give up.
Candace Charles, Eyewitness News.
When they get more information.
Case number 4. Damian Godchaux Jr. is a 23-year-old man from New Orleans who was reported missing and endangered as of late December 2025. Disappearance details. Last seen, December 21, 2025, at approximately 7 p.m. location, near the intersection of General Meyer Avenue and Ernest Street in the Algiers area of New Orleans, Louisiana. Circumstances. According to his family, Godchaux was experiencing a mental health crisis, specifically a bipolar schizophrenia episode, and expressed suicidal ideation before fleeing on foot. He has special needs and is without his required medication. Physical description: height, weight, 5 feet 10 inches and approximately 280 pounds. Clothing: last seen wearing a black t-shirt with "Grand Scratch" printed on the back, blue sweatpants, and black Crocs. Search efforts. As of January 2026, the search is active and involves multiple agencies and community groups. Authorities: the New Orleans Police Department, NOPD, 4th District is leading the investigation, and the Harbor Police have deployed vessels on the Mississippi River. Search teams: the United Cajun Navy and Team Texas K9 have been utilizing drones with thermal imaging and scent-specific dogs to search wooded areas and the levee. Community appeal: New Orleans Councilmember Freddie King and District Attorney Jason Williams have held press conferences urging residents to check their Ring doorbell cameras for any footage from the day of his disappearance. How to help. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, please contact NOPD 4th District Detectives 504-658-6040 or 504-658-6045. NOPD Emergency 911 or 504-821-2222. Crime Stoppers GNO 504-822-1111.
Joins the effort to find a man missing with special needs.
New Orleans police say Damian Godshaw Jr. has been unaccounted for since Sunday, December 21st. They say he does not have his medicine. Councilman Freddie King held a press conference today at Ben's Grocery to rally community support in this ongoing search. Godshaw was last seen on General Meyer and Ernest Street. He's 23 years old. He's 6'4" and weighs about 280 pounds. His father spent all last week searching for him.
If anybody see my son, please, just let us know. We gonna come get him. He's have a mental illness. Please, nobody don't harm him. Don't hurt him.
I want to make it clear that there is no evidence or no reason to believe there's any criminal activity at play.
The Cajun Navy is also assisting in the search. Right now, they're focusing on Algiers.
Louisiana is different from almost anywhere else in the country. Much of the state is made up of swamps, bayous, and waterways that can swallow evidence fast. Over the years, multiple missing persons cases have shared similarities. Last seen near water, traveling at night, isolated roads, no witnesses. In some cases, authorities suspect accidents. In others, no conclusion has ever been reached. Water levels rise and fall. Storms erase tracks. Wildlife destroys evidence. Whether these cases are connected or not is unknown, but what is known is that Louisiana's terrain makes disappearances especially hard to solve. Dense wetlands hide remains. Hurricanes disrupt investigations. Rural areas lack surveillance. Evidence deteriorates quickly. Witnesses are few and far between. Sometimes, it's not that answers don't exist. It's that they're buried, literally and figuratively. These aren't just stories. They're real people with families who are still waiting, still hoping, still searching. If you have any information about missing persons in Louisiana, contact local law enforcement or submit tips through NAMIS, the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. And if you're watching this and one of these names feels familiar, say something.